guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Remi. Thanks for tuning in on my channel. I discuss faith, lifestyle, and development. So if you're interested in any of those things, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the red button that says subscribe and that's it. So for this video, I want to discuss a topic that says staying focused in a world full of distractions. There's a lot of distractions going on in the world right now, and especially in this day and age with social media, with friends, sometimes family, work, sometimes the news. Just turn on the news. There's a lot going on in the world, and there's a lot of distractions in the world. But how do you stay focused and stay grounded even in the middle of all of this distraction? So I just want to talk about some points that I wrote down and share with you guys. The first one is plan your day in advance, right? And this is not in any particular order. I'm just sharing some things that I wrote down. So the first one is plan your day in advance, or your days in advance, and this helps remove easy decisions from the table and just kind of like having a to-do list for the next day. First of all, what are you going to wear the next day? What route are you going to take to work or to school the next day? Packing your lunch if you have if you're on a diet, or if you're trying to eat healthy. Even if you're not on a diet, if you're just trying to eat healthy, you have to plan these things, because if you just go by the flow or go with the flow, you're gonna end up eating what you're not supposed to be eating. So if you plan your day in advance, you can prepare your smoothie, you can prep your veggies and your fruits to take with you to work, and just kind of plan in advance, right? And having to-do lists as well. So if you have a list of things to do and you know that you need to accomplish that by the end of the day, plan that in advance. It's not going to happen just by you thinking about it. You need to actually plan your day. So for example, if you have multiple tasks to do at work, right? Plan your day at the beginning of the day. What's your before the day before? What's your agenda for the next day? What do you plan on accomplishing the next day? What's your to-do list? I know a lot of people have to-do lists written on their phone or on paper, and sometimes you don't even check it. You just write it and forget about it. But actually use your to-do list. It can help. It can help you plan your day. So pretty much basic decisions on what you do the next day. What to prioritize, what's priority to you, why is it priority to you. Just trying to figure those things out the day before can be very helpful, so that way you don't just go with the flow. Whatever happens. Just take the day as it comes. You want to plan ahead and plan better. The second one I wanted to mention is eliminate distractions and time wasters. OMG, this one is big. Eliminate time wasters. Get rid of time wasters. What's a time waster? If you're supposed to be studying and you're spending hours on social media, that's a problem. If you're trying to go back to school and all you're focused on is Instagram, what's trending, how to slay for the enemies and slay for all of Africa, those are time wasters. Focus on what you need to focus on. Eliminate distractions and time wasters. Anything can be a distraction if it's not in line of what you want to do, right? Social media can be a distraction. It can be a distraction. It can be a good thing for many people, but it can also be a bad thing. So figure out what you need to be doing and try to focus on what you need to focus on. So eliminate distractions. If it's TV, sitting in front of TV for hours when you know that you have work to do, you have books to read, you have applications to go back to school to complete, you have emails to send, you have phone calls to make, you have applications, job applications to do, and you're sitting down watching TV, that's a distraction. So eliminate those things and prioritize well. Number 3, re-energize and keep up your energy. So I actually wrote a bunch of things here. It says re-energize, keep up your energy, relax, take a break sometimes, and distress. So all of these things is just under how to distress, right? How to keep up your energy. If you're working with no break, you probably crash. Give yourself a break. If you've been working all day, or if you've been working on a project or an application that is taking forever, take some time out to rest. Take some time out to recharge. I've noticed that for me personally, if I'm just working with no break, at some point I just get nothing from whatever it is I'm doing. So I actually have to get up, take a walk, go to the gym, work out for a few minutes, maybe like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Do something, do the dishes, whatever. Just take a break and detach from whatever it is that you're so engulfed in, so that by the time you come back, you're even more effective. Even when I was in school, professors and friends told us at that time that it's easy to get caught up just reading, especially in law school. You're always reading. There's always something to read. There's always an assignment from a professor. There's always a ton of reading to do in law school. And if you're not careful, you're not going to do anything. You're just going to be reading. And that's not really efficient. So as much as you have to read and study and do whatever it is to do, work, and all of those things are important, it's also important to take some time out sometimes to rest, to recharge, to re-energize yourself, and just to take a break and distress, so that when you come back, you're even much more effective. Number 4, do the most difficult tasks first. So for example, if you're at work or if you're at school and there's a certain subject you don't like, there's a certain course you don't like, and you have an assignment on multiple things, and that's one of them, tackle that one first, especially in the morning. Like if it's early in the morning and you want to just be productive that day, tackle your most difficult tasks first. I find that even helps me at work. So if I have a bunch of engagements, a bunch of contracts to review and things like that, if there's one that is the sticking point, or there's a big issue, I want to tackle that head on in the beginning. Just tackle that, and then for the rest of the day, do other types of work that require less difficulty, or just much less difficult. So do the most difficult tasks first. Whatever it is in life, whatever it is that you're trying to do, focus on the difficult tasks first, because if you keep running away from it, it's not going to go anywhere. A lot of times I feel like we like to make ourselves feel better by ignoring what we know we need to do. It's a lot of work, it's very difficult, but we're going to ignore it and focus on the easy ones, make ourselves feel better, like we're doing work. Attack, focus, face the difficult tasks before the easy ones. Number 5, constantly remind yourself of your ultimate goals. Read your goals to yourself. I have a video on goal setting. Watch that video. I'm going to put a link in the description box below. Watch that video. I talked about how you have to write down your goal so you can see it. So here it's just talking about constantly reminding yourself of your goals, your ultimate goals, and why you have those goals. And if you keep reading your goals, looking at your goals, seeing your goals, it can help you stay focused in a world full of distractions. And number 6, I actually wrote a few things here, but I'm just going to try to chuck it up to one point. No. I was going to mention, in the beginning, that understanding what made you lose focus in the first place can help. And it, ties back to when I was talking about TV or social media or whatever it is. If you know what causes you distraction, it helps. Because sometimes we can be distracted, but we don't even realize it, because we're enjoying whatever is distracting us. We don't realize that actually I'm getting distracted. So noticing that and just tackling it head on can be very helpful. Know your purpose of doing what you do. Why do you want to do certain things? Why do you have certain things on your to-do list? Is it important? Like, how important is it? So just knowing the purpose for doing what you do, and doing what the purpose for the goals that you've set for yourself. And surround yourself with good people. So this is all number 6. I talked about understanding what made you lose focus in the first place, knowing your purpose, and surrounding yourself with good people. I really like this quote, and it says, if you stop every time a dog barks, your road will never end. There's always going to be someone that's trying to discourage you. There's always going to be someone that has an opinion, a different opinion from you. Well, that's fine, but you cannot let that distract you. You cannot let that discourage you. You need to focus on what you need to focus on. And yeah, the last point I had, kind of like number 7, was just focus on your focus. The world is noisy. There's a lot of noise in the world. Focus on your focus. Why do you want to do what you want to do? Go for what you want. If you're trying to chase a career, go for it. If you're trying to chase, whatever it is that you're trying to chase, to be better, to improve in yourself, to develop yourself, go for it. Don't listen to naysayers. there's always going to be people that have a better opinion than you. They're not doing anything about their opinion, they're just talking about it. Whereas you're doing something about it and they're going to try and discourage you. Focus on your focus. Don't give in to any distractions. The world is full of distractions. There's too much noise. Like, there was a day I was joking with a friend. I said, social media now is just like a marketplace. There's a lot of good, on social media. I love social media. I'm a social media person. Well, for the most part, I'm a social media person on Instagram and Facebook here and there, but Instagram mostly. That's pretty much my social media. But still, I love social media. So, but at the end of the day, it's just picking what's good for you. There's a lot of distractions on social media, and there's a lot of good on social media. And I've benefited from social media. I've benefited from motivational speakers, inspirational speakers, pastors. I listen to a lot of pastors. I follow a lot of pastors on social media. Those things bless my life. I'm not gonna lie, they bless my life and they're a blessing to me, and I appreciate them a lot. At the same time, there's a lot of distractions on social media. So just knowing what to pick from social media, knowing what to pick from the world full of distractions. Leave the distractions, pick up good feedback, pick up motivational topics or inspirations that you get from social media, and whatever it is that's going on in the world. There's so much noise in the world, but I feel like we need to constantly remind ourselves to stay focused in a world full of distractions. I hope this video blessed somebody. I hope this video enlightened somebody and inspired somebody. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. The second one that I was going to mention is cannot speak. The second one I'm going to mention. Hey, hallelujah, 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 praise the Lord. Hallelujah, 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 praise the Lord. Hallelujah, 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 praise the Lord. My Jesus conquers it. Hallelujah. Random song that came to my mind. The songs that come to my mind, Hallelujah, 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 praise the Lord. My Jesus conquers it. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.